Hey you guys, welcome to Morning Talks with Coach T. I am in my Jeep getting it warmed up so I can go to the gym. But I want to tell you guys, I had a good day yesterday. I don't know if you guys had a good day. I hope you guys do. I pray you guys had a wonderful day. But I really had a good day yesterday. So first, I couldn't do the morning talks with Coach T because number one, I had something I had to do yesterday at home that I forgot to do the day before yesterday, so I went ahead and got it out the way yesterday morning while everybody was still asleep. So I ended up going to the YMCA in the afternoon. So when I got there, the lady that's at the desk, I usually don't get to see her because, like I said, I go in the morning time. So she's there in the afternoon. And she said that she had emailed me, but I didn't get to check my email yesterday thanks to my 7-year-old. But I didn't get to check my email. So it was a good thing that I did go to the gym because when I got there, she was telling me how I did get accepted at the YMCA to do Zumba at the YMCA. I'm so glad about that. I do have to take my Zumba certification, but the YMCA pays for that. So that's a good thing. I don't have to come out of my pocket and pay for it. So I just pick a program, which I already picked my program. They already know what program I want. So I will be doing the personal fitness trainer and the Zumba certification. But y'all know the Zumba certification was what I was doing in the first place. So the personal fitness trainer came a little after it because I figured, excuse me, y'all, because I figured that if I'm gonna do my own like Glow and Flow Fitness, I actually need to be a personal trainer. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I put that together because personal fitness trainer was not what I was going for. To be honest, I really didn't want to be like a personal fitness trainer, you know, because I know I'm not really what you call like I ain't gonna say like an expert, but I know I'm not there yet. You know, I know I'm not there yet far as, you know, like my coaching skills and things like that. I know, you know, you got to keep it real with yourself. You got to know where you at. So I know I'm not actually there yet. So that's one of the reasons why I'm going to try to back this car up without this thing falling. Hopefully it won't fall. I'm going to hold it. Y'all see me holding this because I don't want it to fall. But anyway, so I really did not want to do the personal trainer because I just felt like, you know, that my heart has always been in dance fitness. You know, like I love to dance. Like even down to my family, like we have family reunions, we dancing, we doing something. We doing somebody's slide. So, you know, that's always been where my heart has been at, you know, to do the dance fitness or whatever. So, that's where my heart has always been at, to do the dance fitness. So, it only came natural to do the Zumba. But anyway, so, you know, I did get qualified to do the dance fitness. I just got to do my certification and all that other stuff. So, I'm so glad about that, y'all. Like, I've been on cloud 9 ever since yesterday. Okay, then on top of that, this is really what filled my heart. You know, out of everything that happened yesterday, this is what filled my heart. So I was at the gym. Just like I said, I normally go in the morning time. So when I did go in the afternoon, you know, sometimes you meet people that you never seen before. So I was sitting there doing the arm machine, and this guy had ended up walking up to me, and he tapped me on my shoulder because, just like I said, I had my headphones on. Well, that sun is bright. I had my headphones on, so, you know, I couldn't hear him. So he ended up having to tap me on the shoulder. And he was like, "Ma'am, can I talk to you for a second?" I'm like, "Sure," you know. But I was kind of skeptical because I didn't know that, you know, the guy didn't know me. So it was like, kind of like, you know, like, what do you need to talk to me for? Like, not like in a bad way, but did I do something? You know what I'm saying? Like you had them thoughts in your mind because, you know, this person really don't know you, and when they just ask to talk to you, you trying to figure out like what's going on. So anyway, switch kind of shove. he pulled me over to the side, and he was like, you look like a person that I can talk to. He said, I don't know why God drawn me to you. He was like, but it's something about you that I feel that the Holy Spirit led me to talk to you. So I felt like at that moment, God was like, he was testing me for us to see, are you going to continue with this fitness, or are you going to listen to this man's testimony, you know? So I just listened. I just said, well, God, if this man came to me, this is what I'm saying in my heart while he's talking. I know for a fact you sent this man to me because this man don't know me from Adam and Eve. He said he wanted to talk and he wanted to give his testimony. And I know for a fact, I don't know this man, So he was telling me his life story. He was telling me how he was on drugs and how he had to go to the rehabilitation center and stuff to get detox and stuff from drugs. Like, he was just telling me basically his whole life story. And so while I was there, and listening to him, I was saying to myself, like, wow, because just like I always say, it was ready to fall, y'all. Just like I always say, you can spread the gospel without having to be in the pulpit. Most people want to have a microphone in order to spread the gospel, but you can spread the gospel on foot. This man is spreading the gospel at the YMCA. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, as he's telling me his story, how he came out of addiction and then he fell back into addiction for this young lady that he said, as he said, the devil wrapped up the package that he wanted, because that's how the devil do. When he want to give you something, he'll wrap it up in a nice, good package. The qualifications that you want and everything, he'll wrap it up. So that's what he did. And so the man ended up falling back in a relapse and stuff like that. So anyways, then he told me how he was preaching the gospel in the pulpit. And he said while he was in the pulpit, he said God called him out the church because he was not married. And he gave me reasons why. He even gave me scripture and everything. So, and I believed him, because at the end of the day, who am I not to believe? This is his story, So he said God called him out the pulpit because the church that he was at, they couldn't, like, when he was preaching the real gospel, they was condemning him. Like the leaders was telling him, hey, there's certain things you can't preach in the pulpit and this and this. And I knew that because, if many of y'all are Facebook friends with me and stuff like that, y'all know how I already feel about that, So I knew what he was saying was true, So he was saying how he stepped out of the pulpit and started going around his town preaching the gospel, like telling people how he was saved and stuff like that, how he fell into addiction and, how God delivered his life. And so I was saying to myself while this man was talking, y'all, I was saying to myself, like, this is it. This is what's missing. This is what's missing. It ain't the fact that church is not effective. It's the fact that the real gospel can be preached on the streets. We're so busy trying to get people, come to the church, come to the church, come to the church. But this man is at the YMCA telling his story. That's why I always tell people, you don't have to be, in order to have church, you don't have to be in the church building. Church is anywhere that 2 and 3 people are gathered together and they're talking about God. That is church. Me and this man sat together. I felt the Holy Spirit pouring from this man. You can see it all in this man's face. Like, I haven't really felt that feeling in a while, coming from someone, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's in the testimonies. It's not in really, because when you read the Bible and stuff like that, and you do it at your home and stuff like that. But when you want to convert other people over, it's your testimony that grabs them. So, and I began to start telling him how when me and my family was homeless and things like that. So it was just like a joyous moment, y'all. Like, my heart is just so filled from yesterday. This is just from yesterday. My heart is so filled. I just can't get over. I'm still on, like, y'all, yesterday was just a wonderful day. It was. And I hope and pray that you guys had a beautiful day yesterday. I hope and pray that God, do amazing things in you guys' life. Because I know for a fact, just off yesterday by itself, changed a lot of things for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it changed a whole lot for me. And I'm so very grateful for the experience that I had yesterday, down to the certification. Hey, yes. Down to that. And just like I said, even down to that man's testimony. I came home and I had to tell my husband. I'm like, baby, guess what? I seen this man. And I was just telling him everything that man told me. And my husband was just sitting there like, wow, because it's just amazing. So I always tell people, tell somebody your testimony. You know what I'm saying? Because that is where people get changed and stuff from. Because not everybody really understand the Bible. So, just like in Revelations, they say, people changed by the words of your testimony. You got to tell people your testimony. No matter what you've been through, there's always somebody that either been through the same things you've been through or been through worse. So tell people your testimony, don't be ashamed. Just, let people know, how God brought you out of things. Let people know how good Jesus is, and when they see most people, when they can see a change in your life, you know what I'm saying? Then they will try to change their life. That's how most people is, you know what I'm saying? Most people would do it like that because some people think when they look at Christians that Christians is just these perfect people. And anybody that know me already know that's a lie. I'm going to tell you that right now. Anybody know me know that's a lie. Because I was definitely imperfect. Very imperfect. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what Jesus done on that cross, and he saved me from, saved us, but I'm just making it personal right now. So don't feel offended. Sorry. But, I seen how God, how he saved me, how he came into my life. You know what I'm saying? When in the times that I really needed him. You know what I'm saying? Man, everybody know my story about far as me and my family and stuff being homeless. You know what I'm saying? Me and my family was homeless for 3.5 years. One time I was sleeping in a hotel. It was like 2 beds in a hotel and there's 7 of us. And the thing is, y'all, I really felt out of my whole life, even with my husband doing drugs and we having money. All of that. Man, it was one point in time we had enough money to do anything we wanted. We was taking trips. You know what I'm saying? We went to Disney World. We was going to the beach. Like, we was doing everything. You know what I'm saying? But in those moments at the hotel was the moments that I felt God working the most in our life. I felt God giving us the fruit of the Spirit. He gave us patience because we had to be patient in the hotel before we can get a house. Love. We was, me and my family got closer because we was in each other's face, basically. So we got closer, you know what I'm saying? Through the arguments and the space, we really got closer. We gained that relationship. He taught us that you have to go through things. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not going to be easy. So he really took me and my family through things. It was times we didn't even have money to pay for the room. And God just blessed us out the blue. You know what I'm saying? Just like before we moved up here to Martinsville, a lady, she blessed us. She came into our life and she paid the last 3 months that we was there. We didn't have to come out the pocket to pay nothing. She gave us food daily. Like, it was just like God really came into our life and he taught us things that we wouldn't have learned if we was in our own house at that moment. We wouldn't have learned it. He had to put us in our wilderness. But the thing is, when you in your wilderness, don't be like our ancestors, the children of Israel. Don't be like them complaining the whole time. We learn to be grateful. We learn to be content. And I think that's the reason why I'm as content as I am. Like, I'm just happy with whatever life gives me, is because when I was in the hotel, it taught me that. It taught me that, you know what I'm saying, we may not be in a home, but we're not outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to look at life like that. You can't look at what you're going through and saying, oh, we just in this predicament. No matter what you're going through, you have to find a reason to be thankful. If you're sick, be glad that you're still alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different things that you can be thankful for. Like, I'm just thankful to be able to go into the gym and be able to be physically able, you know what I'm saying, to exercise. Many people don't have that. They don't have that quality. They can't go and just exercise. That's the reason why when I go in here, I'm not in competition with anyone. That's the reason why, God don't place it in my heart to be jealous of nobody, because God already can place contentment in my heart. I'm content with who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm content with the journey in life that God has placed me on. Once you be content, can't nothing shake you. You can't be intimidated by anything, because it's a place of contentment. I may not know the reasons I'm here, but I know God has me here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So it's like many things. Like yesterday was it was a life changer for me, you guys. It really was. It really was. Like I beat all the odds. I would never thought that I would come in here and be a Zumba fitness instructor. I never thought that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of prayer, asking God to help me to be committed, help me to do this journey, give me his strength and stuff. And God gave me his strength, and I endure. I'm keeping enduring. Every day I get up and I win this battle. You know what I'm saying? I win a battle within my mind. I'm focused every day. You know what I'm saying? God placed this motivation inside of my heart to let me know that I can do this. You know what I'm saying? And you can do this too. God will put that same motivation in your heart. But you got to come to him. Ask God for his strength on the days when you can't go on. You know what I'm saying? Ask God for contentment. So that way when you are going through your fitness journey, that you're content where you at. You know what I'm saying? You realize that it ain't too much and it ain't too less. It's just perfect, because this is what God has for you. And I'm so very thankful, you guys. Like, I just cannot explain. I just can't explain yesterday. Then I ended up going down to my mom's house, and we ended up getting to talking about the Bible, me, my brothers, and my mom. So that was just like, yesterday was just blessed. It was. But anyways, I'm ready to go in this gym, y'all, because I'm so happy right now. Like, I'm so happy right now. Like, God is really doing a lot of good things in my life. He really is. And I haven't, really exposed much of what God's doing, because some certain things God is just like, not right now. I'm going to give you the perfect time. Because just because God placed something in your heart, don't mean he wants you to tell it at that moment. So I'm very grateful, you guys. So anyways, I'm ready to go up in here and get my exercise on. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in for Morning Talks with Coach T. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Ciao.